Okay, we
Hello,
are
everyone.
live. Oh my gosh. Guys, we want to say a few hellos this evening.
Hey, Papa out.
Papa Rash, thank you so
Thank you.
much. And then, of course, we've got Mr. Tom Kingery in the house.
Hey, Bert.
And then Miss Denise.
Hey, Denise.
Her life has been so busy lately that, we try to
Thank
catch
you,
up,
Denise.
but it's hard to catch up with her. She's just been
Hey, Drop and
so
Forgotten.
busy. Oh, thank you so much. Dropped and forgotten. Yes, I am going to get back to you on that email. I'm getting ready to go to Florida next week.
Hey, Relic Rat.
So it'll be probably around the 1st of December. I would love to just do an interview with you.
Hey,
and
Mark.
talk
VM
about your amazing
VR.
journeys, some of your trips and stuff like that. I think that'd be
Hey,
awesome.
Marianne.
Relic Rat, hello, the only rat I will allow in my house.
Hey, Ronnie Adventures.
I know he's going to get tired of that joke one of these days. And there's my favorite clown because he's as abnormal as I am. I love Mark.
Hey, Detecting Saga.
Mary Ann. Ron E. Gosh, have mercy. Oh, there's Miss Sarah. Hello, my new sister. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Angie, no worries. He says. Oh, and there's Miss Marquita and Lucinda. All you guys. I tell you what, you do not know how much Miss Candy, do not know how. Where did you go, Rick?
I'm froze.
Oh, he froze. Oh, okay. Told y'all it's cold up here. He'll be back here in just a minute. You all do not know how maybe more abnormal. Gosh. Miss Denise, thank you so much. Lord have mercy. My camera is, I got a new camera, so who got here's Marquita, Amber, Belt Loop, Misty Black, Mandy Brown, Brian Oilier, Justin Wrench, Rick Hay, oh, Mr. Tightwad over here, John P. Adventures, dropped and forgot. Lord have mercy. No, wait, that's not right. Is that right?
Hey, Brian.
Wow.
Hey, Beth.
Marco from the future. Golly. Thank you so much, Miss Denise. And that while Denise is here, that
hey,
brings
Trevor
me,
Hunter Neal.
That brings me to a point. Hey, I'll bring Rick back up now. TH Neil, hello, honey. While Denise, there he goes again. Huh. I don't know what's going on. Do you want to just widen my camera out and join me on screen? You have to sit close. But while Denise is here, that brings something up. Thinking about doing something different for my top 2 tiers of my memberships. Thinking about doing some one-on-ones, kind of like this, but not recorded, or we can Facebook time or something like that. It all depends on what you all would like to do. So if you were in those top 2 tiers, let me know. And Miss Denise, you got an open invitation anytime, girlfriend. I miss you. I really do. So yeah, while Rick's bringing everything back up, he was teasing me. We were at Best Buy the other day. There is Pappy the Pod Destroyer.
Hey, Pappy.
Thought of you today when I was making
Hey,
chili.
Jay Higley.
That's Pappy.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, that's Pappy.
Oh, okay.
We was at Best Buy, and he got him a new tablet, and he kept telling me no, because one of my ports is getting loose in my computer. He's like, no, you cannot have a new computer. Don't even think about it. I'm like, okay. I did get a new camera though. And now his is acting up. No, Rick, you cannot get a new computer.
I don't want it.
I see you hitting the button. No,
No, I don't
we'll
want it.
blame Bella, right? Right? Yeah. But anyway, guys, still have not gotten John Mayo's address. Okay. I think I know who might have it.
Hey, Roman Rodrigo.
So I will get with them and see if I can get it, or if I catch him on, I will let him know, because I haven't gotten an email yet either. And I'll check my book back there. I may have it back there.
Hey, Jill.
Jill, hello, honey. And if they don't claim their prize, they miss out.
Hey, Papa Blood.
Papa Blood. I'm scared now, because Josh and Shane in the same room. I have a feeling I'm doomed, right? You know, Josh said today, it's going to be torture, Mama. So anyway, guys, but I thank you all so very much for being here. It is the highlight of our week. And yes, I am taking some tips from Shane on doing better stuff for my members. We do the giveaway once a month at the end of the month.
Hey,
but I'm
Joe.
also going to try to do, like I said, the one-on-one videos. I mean, like one-on-ones, or videos just for chat with just the top 2 mirror tiers and stuff like that. And so, yeah. But we're going to work things out, try to get a jump start and get the new year rolling off good.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, guys, this is one way to start a year off, okay? I consider November and December the start off to the new year, because you gear up. How is retirement, Rick?
It's not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Unfortunately, we were so close to him getting to retire.
I'll have to go till July.
I know, Shane. I hate that too. And I don't know why. They did it for a while, then they stopped and went back, and now it's back. And it's on some channels, not on all channels. I don't know what the deal is.
Don't forget, we got...
Yeah, okay, yeah. But I consider November, December start off of the new year, right? So we gear up, get everything going. And tonight, guys, I've seen him on other interviews, and I have been wanting to sit down and really talk with him and get to know him better. He puts me in mind of my family a lot. Seems like kind of on the quiet, shy side, but he feels like that once you get to know him, so yeah, so it is just an honor for me to introduce to you all the amazing, the talented.
Hey, Flow Form.
And I have to say this because I thought
Scott
this guy was
McClory.
an OG. I really did. The talented Mr. Sam, the medical detectorist. And you all chat while I flip you all around. There we go.
Hey, how are you?
Oh my gosh. And like I said, I thought you was one of the OGs. You told me you've been doing this how long?
So January of 24. So this is coming up on my second year almost. I guess I look OG, right? With the gray hair. I should be OG. But metal detecting wise, I guess still consider myself kind of a newbie, but learned a lot from all the folks in these chats. They have great channels. So that's part of it, right? Part of growing.
Yes, exactly. That's one thing I do love about this community is people.
Hey, Thomas 907.
They're not afraid to share their knowledge.
Hey, Johnny Small Pepper.
Johnny Small Pepper. Gosh, the guy right there is something else. My knee.
Hey, Shane,
they're
Sarah.
not.
Well, hey, Ronnie. Brian.
They always want to help,
Yep.
and so that is great. And the best way to learn is to watch somebody and to see what works for them and how they do things. And if you have questions, ask, you know.
Yeah. It was it's kind of neat. I didn't envision myself kind of starting up a channel and doing the whole YouTube stuff, and I didn't in the beginning. But I found it, pretty cool, fun. And I really like the editing part of it, even though it's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. It takes a lot of time, but I really find that enjoyable. So kind of combining the detecting with the channel stuff has been great. It's been fun.
Yeah. See, that's one thing I do want to work on this coming year is better editing. Hopefully, I always told Rick when I started the channel that I won't let it dive into the household budget much. Any hobby you do, it's, YouTube, it's going to be a while before it pays for itself. Okay.
Yeah.
And a selfish plug there. We're so close to making our monthly budget this month for YouTube. Plus, we are five away from 2,400 subs. So
wow.
I'm so excited about
awesome. Yep. As you know, I just passed 500 recently, so that was kind of cool for me. 2,400, amazing. Yeah, you guys have been killing it. It's great.
Oh, it's because of the family. I mean, and I've started with a lot of my videos and my shorts. I will hashtag treasure fam in a lot of it.
Yep.
And
Hey,
because
Jeff, Johnny, how are you?
Because I do want to give credit to the community. They help us out so much and make us a better people, except for Shane. Okay.
Come on now, Shane.
That Shane guy.
Shane was one of the first guys who I kind of really got into watching and joining a channel. His channel was great. He really supported me kind of when I was just getting on. So I always have a soft spot in my heart for Shane. He's great. Thank you, Shane. A lot of the guys, the whole Monday Digs, the Friday crew, the Sunday night crew, those are all, people I try and watch on a regular basis and who I learned a lot from. And, it's neat being able to even meet some of them here and there in person. That's always fun.
Right.
Not as, I guess not as easy as it sounds, unless they're very local. But have you gotten to meet many people in person, Angie, over the years?
We have gotten to meet several people.
Yeah.
Buster Cheeks is in the hello.
Hey, Danny D.
I'm sorry. We've gone to some different meetups and different things with the van life community, and then I've gone with just like basic YouTuber meetups. And then when we started metal detecting, magnet fishing, stuff like that, I've got to meet Charlie from Digging It Back, and I've met Mr. Kingery, Mr. Tom Kingery. Last time they were in the Florida hunt was in Florida. I went out there for the meet and greet and got to meet them. Grandma Kelly swung by when she was on the East Coast. And that's one of our goals when he retires is to go visit with Grandma Kelly. And this coming hunt in Florida, my arch enemy, that man right there, Mr. Shane, he's going to come down and spend a few days with us.
Hey, Cassbird.
We're going to go to the Florida hunt together.
That's
and
cool.
We'll see Rob and Charlie, and I figure Papa Roush will be there. So I want to get out and meet more people this year. So who have you got to meet in your?
Mostly are kind of our local folks here out in Jersey. Actually, one of the first meetups, as you may have heard, listening to Ed over Hi Ho Silver. It was funny when he was coming on. We tried to get together. He's out in Kansas City, but he came out to the East Coast for business and kind of messaged me, and we
Hey,
kind of planned
Lucinda.
on getting together, and we got together in a beach in Connecticut. It was about a 3-hour ride up for me, 3-hour ride down for him. So, but it was fun. So he was actually the first person I did a meetup with. And then a lot of our local folks here in New Jersey, Team Lynch, those guys are local. They're part of a metal detecting club I go to. Jersey Ray, obviously
Hey,
Tim,
Mark.
Metal Detecting Adventures, a bunch of other folks, through my metal detecting club. And but I haven't gotten to travel really to detect. That's one of the things I want to do, is kind of maybe get outside of New Jersey and detect a little bit.
Right. And people outside of New Jersey like me would love to get into New Jersey, where all the history is too, But
Yeah.
I'm still learning. So that's amazing that I'll get, like I said, get spend time with Shane and Papa Roush and
Melinda,
Rob and all
Elliot.
them, and actually get some one-on-one learning time from them.
Right. Yeah, and you
I
talk about
think that's
the history here in New Jersey. It is, I mean, I'm kind of like not really taking advantage of it, right? We were talking, I do mostly beach hunting. So, a lot of coins and jewelry and that kind of thing. It's been fun for me. But I do want to get
Say,
out in the fields a little bit, in the woods here up locally, and, take advantage of some of the great history up here. Although when you watch those channels, right, those folks up in like Massachusetts and Maine up that way, it's amazing the stuff they're digging out of the ground, right?
Yeah.
The Massachusetts crew, they're a great group of folks, and when you see them pulling out 1600s, 1700s, it's like, wow, that's just crazy.
Well, at least I can go on now and say, I've got a V nickel, I've got a Merc, I've got
There you go.
okay, so I've got my mom's safe, but hey.
It counts. You got it.
That's right, I got it. But she had it was at least what, a 5-pound bag, 3 to 5 pound bag of just mostly nickels, old silver nickels. And I was like, gosh, I just got to take my time and sit down and go through all these, because it's just amazing. He found a couple of coins. He's got a thing on his app. He's got an app on his phone. Some was 28 and 30 some dollars.
Yeah.
For the coins. I mean, because there's some foreign coins in there. And so,
that is the one good thing about the hobby, right? Is you can kind of recoup things, even though, I found some cool stuff, but I haven't really sold anything yet. Like I've gotten a few gold rings, haven't had the, the ability to part with them yet. I don't know. I guess, maybe someday, but it's just fun holding on to them and knowing that, you got them. That's because it's probably still relatively new for me.
Right. Yeah. That's us. We still like to hold on to everything we find, basically. But what got you into metal detecting?
That's a good question. Because I always think of that, and like, how was there wasn't like a kind of a light bulb moment. I think it was just from, watching a couple of videos here and there, and then thinking it was kind of neat, and then watching it more, and then, gradually, saying this is something I'd like to try and do. And so, yeah, that's when I put my metal detector on Santa list, and that, a couple of years ago, and then from there just started. And, once you do it, if it clicks and you find some cool stuff, that was it. So I really have really enjoy it. And, not just for the finding things, but getting out there, like for me on the beach, getting out early in the morning, sun up, or even like late at night, sunsets on the beach. It's just very therapeutic, just walking away. It's I love that part of it as well.
Yeah, speaking of meeting up with people, there's a great supporter of the channels, Roman with Ringo. I got to meet him a couple of years ago, and hopefully we'll get back up that way, up towards Michigan, and see him again soon. So yeah.
Hey,
Um,
Super in Motor.
It's Nick. Hey, Nick. Yep. Super
yeah,
Nick.
Super N that's Nick Molnar.
Oh, Nick.
Molnar. I can't even say it right there. Oh my gosh.
And Cliff. Hey, Cliff. Relic Rat. See some names starting
Yeah,
to fly by here.
I know, right? I'm just excited that they're here. So what has been your favorite hunt?
My favorite
Is there
hunt
like
in general.
one?
No, I guess I mean I love doing the events, that's kind of fun for me because it's you find some pretty cool stuff that people will put in the ground on some of the seeded hunts that I've been on. But also being out there with a bunch of other detectorists is neat. Because in general, you're out there on your own, right? I mean, you guys have each other, which is cool, but
Yeah.
sometimes you're just out there on
Hey,
your own.
Madison.
That's a nice part of it is being out there
Richie.
getting some me time, but when you're out there with other folks, that makes it fun as well. So I think all the seated hunt events I've gone to over the past couple of years, they're the funnest, I think, for me.
Right. What has been, and I know this sounds funny, but there's a method to my madness. What has been your biggest metal detecting failure? And what did you learn from it?
I guess near failure is, when you're out on the beach and you're digging up, multiple signals for bottle caps and the pull tabs, and that can get frustrating after a while if you're kind of on a beach that has a lot of that. So you kind of get down, and but the one thing I've learned just from a couple times now it's happened is to kind of push through it a little bit rather than just say, I'm not digging that other one, or, time to go home. I've had, one of my last swing of the day, it was a pull tab signal. Could have easily said, let's just get out of here. I'm ready to go. But I dug it and it turned out to be a platinum ring. So that was like, that was a big lesson learned. Same thing, I had found a gold ring right in kind of a 1920 on. I used to knock the legend, and that's foil. 90 times out of 100, and and just sometimes you just keep something says go ahead and try it, and that one turned out to be a gold ring for me. That was a Cartier, which was really neat. That was kind of my funnest find, I think.
Yeah, that's a high-end brand for sure. I was listening to a thing last night. I couldn't sleep, so I'm listening to random stuff on YouTube. And they were talking about that, not giving up. Going into things with the mindset that I'm going to do it or die. The first thing most people say, well, I don't know if I can do that. Well, probably can't, because you just set yourself up to fail,
Yeah.
And so I'm learning with metal detecting. Now there are some greats. I was getting so tickled at Shane the other night. He was calling every find on a Monday night digs, because he uses the same detector, and so that stuff like that happens. But golly, I forgot where I was going. Train derail.
Right, that not give up mindset.
Not giving up mindset, because you don't know what's in the ground. Okay, you have an ideal what it could be or what it couldn't be, and I've noticed a lot of people on here, they'll say dig it all, but like you said, it gets hard sometimes when you've dug 30 pull tabs and a rusty nail, and so but the whole thing is, it's always that next step, that next hole, that next dig.
I think the underlying mentality still has to be you're not really not to do it for the finds, right? I mean, it's great. That's definitely a big part of detecting for me is finding cool stuff, right? For everyone. But I think the people who have longevity and last in the hobby are people that kind of do it for the other things, the exercise, the peacefulness, the mindfulness, the other sense that you get out of doing it besides just what you find. Because if you don't have that, yeah, you're gonna, I've been through a couple fairly long slumps where I haven't found anything good. You go out time after time, not finding much. And then it just takes that one other time to, perk you up. But during those times, you still have to do it loving the process. And as long as you do that and you love getting out there and swinging and, the prospect of finding something cool, that'll kind of carry you through, I think.
Yeah. And like Denise says, exercise and cleaning up the environment,
Mm-hmm.
that is, and, and if you go out there and say, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to tackle this and I'm going to be as good as Shane or I'm going to be as good as Sam. And you find it's harder, it seems harder for you, then your confidence level drops,
Yeah.
So one thing that Grandma Kelly told me to do, she said, no matter what you're doing, have fun with it.
Shane has a question.
Okay.
I dug a 8K European gold toe ring at A13 VDI on the legend. Crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That, right, Shane, those 13s. I mean, if it's not a ketchup packet, 12, 13, which is probably my worst thing to find. Especially if they're open, right? It's like, do I really have to put this in my bag? But right down there, that's where things live. That's the thing with gold. Gold lives where all the other, crap lives. So if you're not digging trash, you're not digging gold.
Yeah, like Shane said here, I dig trash, trashy signals just to see what they are sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm learning from the community. How are you going to learn your VDI numbers if you aren't comparing them? You need something to compare them with,
And it's not just the numbers, as you know too. It's really the quality of the tone, which is the most really important thing. Hearing a number, 20 or 25, is it sharp? Is it long? Is it scratchy? Is it jumpy? I mean, there's certain things about that you really can't teach. You can
Hey,
only
Mr.
do
Coley.
get out there, and that's kind of more important than the numbers are.
Right. So, like I said, Grandma Kelly's always said, have fun doing what you do. And, and I've noticed even like on We Dig It, Gene, him and Swifty doing the bottle exchange thing, where the one bottle's this big and one's this big. And I'll pull something out and I don't know what it is, but it's metal poop. It's just a hunk of junk, or, I try to make it entertaining and fun because to me, nothing is a failure, because you got it out of the ground. Or I'll say, I don't know what it is, but I know where it ain't. It ain't in the ground no more, And so that's what I find about doing some of this stuff.
Yeah, and you weren't working, you weren't doing something, you were out, in nature, swinging a stick. It was good.
And like I said, since we've gotten the metal detectors, and thank goodness, matter of fact, he was in here a few minutes ago. Mark, the senile detectorist, gifted Rick a detector. So now we can actually, well, we couldn't do it this summer because we were both kind of injured. But we can get out and detect together and not have to share one. We can compare and compete against each other,
Mm-hmm.
What is the one thing about metal detecting that you did not expect?
I think I didn't expect the kind of the YouTube side of it to be something that I would ever do. You kind of mentioned in your opening, I seem like a kind of the quiet, shy type, and I think I am, right? I do. Yeah, people who know me would probably argue with that a little bit, but in general, it's something that that hasn't been me for a while. I haven't really put myself out there, been very open, but the YouTube side of that has allowed me to do that, and I didn't think that I would find that interesting, but it's been fun. It's been neat.
Yeah, we have to dig our own holes now, right? And we have to see who wins each day. Now that's our goal now, right? But yeah, that's the one thing, like you said, and it has opened up a big community. Rick, when I first started YouTube and started doing this stuff, he's like, I don't want nothing of it. I said, well, could you at least go with me and just hold the phone? Because,
Hey,
film it.
Adrian.
And he's like, I don't want nothing to do with it. Then I started doing the lives. I'm like, Rick, you want to join me? Let her, nope, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Now he's kind of mad at me because next week I'll be leaving. And he said, well, it's probably the last live I'll be on. And I'm like, no, we can still do it remotely from different places. He's kind of mad that he's not going to be able to do the lives with us. But he'll always get a link, that's for sure.
Rick is king.
Rick is king. Oh, yeah, right. I know who that came from. Papa Blood.
Team Rick. Exactly. Team Rick. Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be hilarious when I get down south with them, that bunch. What is the most important thing you've learned about or through metal detecting?
Oh, let's see. You guys do some really Barbara Walter type questions, aren't they? Just don't make me cry. Come on.
That's what the chat usually does to me. They make me cry.
The most important thing metal detecting. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just having fun, just not taking yourself too seriously, getting out there, and learning. For me, learning has been a big part of my life. So that aspect of metal detecting has been great because it's like a continuous process. Every time you go out there, you learn something new. So I think, keeping your mind active, keeping learning, trying to get better. That's kind of like one of the most important things for me as well.
Now look, Shane's showing his age now. Baba Wawas.
That's right. Saturday Night Live.
The Saturday Night Live. They had
Baba
Wawa.
Yeah.
Speaking
of Saturday Night Live, did you guys see the Sebastian Maniscalco? I don't know if you know him. He's a funny guy. They had an impersonator on Saturday Night Live. That was hilarious. I don't know if anyone saw that.
I don't remember. My brain goes so fast, and I can watch something and 30 minutes later say, wait a minute, what did I just watch? And then start talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's part of the ADHD. My doctor says, just imagine you sitting there with the TV remote, just constantly, da, 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 and that's what your brain's doing. It's just changing channels constantly. James Costin,
hey,
hello. What did he say? Is really hot. You really blind, boy. Thanks for the compliment, but you really blind. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I think the kind of true answer to that is kind of right where I am. It feels good, with family, near family. that's kind of one of the most important things. So if I were to move somewhere else and not be away, near family, then it wouldn't be a good fit. So, I think, for anyone saying, what, New Jersey, that's where you'd want to live. But yeah, it's where your family is, where your friends are. And so for me, yeah, right where I am. Although,
It's where your roots
as you get
are.
older, the cold, everyone says, oh, the change of season is so great in New Jersey. It's like, yeah, as you get older, it's like, Florida sounds a lot nicer these days than dealing with another winter. But yeah, maybe in the future, be one of those what do they
Yeah,
call them, snowbirds, right?
I was raised here since I was like 2 years old. And so this is home. This is where I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think you belong a place where you feel comfortable and you feel safe. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
ease that comes over you. And then the place in Florida, my mom and dad's place down in Florida, dad loved that place. And I was a daddy's girl. I didn't realize how much I was like him and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel close to dad there. And when I get there, I called the fence line. I said, that's my no drama zone. Because it's like once I get inside there, I get that rush of peace.
Mm.
And
Yep.
That's where you belong.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, why don't you, do this or do that? Because I know where I belong.
Yeah.
Because that you get that, like I said, that rush of peace.
Yep.
So
we have a sign, something like home is where you find yourself, that puts your heart at ease, right? So that's what feels like home for you.
Yeah.
What advice would you give
Wow,
somebody
starting to cry?
Yeah. Go ahead, Rick.
What advice would you give someone starting a channel?
I think, it's kind of a cliche. I've heard other people say it, but it is true about just being yourself. I think trying to do things that kind of aren't you, or be someone you're not, is probably, going to come across as not genuine. So be yourself, and whether that's, good or bad for the social media world. But as long as you're yourself, I think you'll find comfort in that, and people will see that. People will see the genuineness of it. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Adrian says, goodbye, old people.
Bye-bye.
But it's funny though, when I'm out metal detecting, I get more interest and more questions from young kids. That's so funny about it. Everybody says it's an old person's, like you said, it's an old person's hobby. I get questions and stuff from the kids,
Yeah, no, it's really cool seeing a lot of the younger folks, even on YouTube, with channels that hopefully will allow the hobby to kind of persist. And it's nice having like a younger generation, seeing them out there as well.
Yeah.
Like you had Adam and Wendy on. That was pretty cool when they came on your channel too.
Yeah. Roman Ringo says, have horses in Ocala, Angie. When down there, hit me up when you're down there. Yeah, because Ocala's like 30 minutes top from me. Be you and have fun with the channel. Exactly, Papa Roush. Denise says they've had theirs since they were in their 30s. So, it's not always an old person's thing. Breakfast is Denny's is an old person's thing too, but tastes just the same no matter what age you do. If you could have coffee or drinks with any person in history, dead or alive, who would that be, and what would you want to talk about?
You got some good ones here tonight, huh? It's funny because I was never really much of a history buff. always hated history in school. So it is really kind of wild that now that's kind of what this hobby is, history, and kind of starting to really love history. But I think the most important people that I would want to have dinner or drinks with would be my old family, just to kind of have a little insight as to, where we came from. You were mentioning kind of doing this leaves like a little legacy for your family, in the future. They'll be able to look back and, watch you on YouTube, watch your mannerisms. And, yeah, we had some videotape, some like say some VHS, a couple generations ago, the Super 8s and so forth. But being able to actually see old family, rather than just hear stories about them would be a cool thing. So that would kind of be it for me, I think.
Yeah. That's like I said, that's why we like doing our channel. Because like I said, hopefully Josh can look back and say, matter of fact, somebody reminded me of this the other day. He said, I remember when Josh was trying to raise $20 so he could push you into the lake. And I'm like, yeah, I remember magnet fishing that day, and it scared me to death because I thought Zaxxon was going to take him up on it. And the whole time there's like this big 4-foot alligator laying out there in that lake going, come on, girl. But, later on, Josh may look back and it says, oh my God, I remember me and Mom doing that. And we had so much fun. We talked about this and we talked about that.
Hey, 5 Mile.
Miles says, has anybody been kicked out of Denny's?
Denny's.
Probably 5 Mile. Oh, yeah. And Danny D has been with me from way back. I think before I even started really posting a lot of stuff. She's been with me from get-go. Josh is so, look at that. Look, Denise says Josh is so naughty. But she's probably there cheering him on too. Right? And so if you had $1 million, if you were given $1 million today, what would you spend it on?
The Nook the Legend 2, that's coming out soon. I think travel. I like to travel. So being able to go to some cool places, a lot of it has been limited even by work and how much you travel. We try and do our family vacations, but I think going to somewhere cool would be fun. So I'd like to maybe spend it on traveling with family. That's always a big part of it. And I think I'd want to bring my metal detector this time. So possession restraining order. Nice.
Oh my gosh. Question is when Sam knocked the Legend 2.
When is the Legend 2? Probably Brian is asking, coming out, right? I heard they put something out today, Dillick, about the Legend, and they were kind of working on it more than they thought. So that's been the delay. So they're actually giving people who pre-ordered the Nook the Legend an extra the carry bag. So I think it sounded like it's going to be coming out pretty soon. I would imagine they would want it for Black Friday and Christmas and all those things. From the business.
Not earlier than I said we were 5 away. Now we're 6 away from 20. We lost a subscriber. I must have ticked somebody off. Shane? No.
So you had me on. Sorry about that.
No, it's probably last year's dropping off. You know how they do that. Or Shane. And you wait.
A muzzle for Angie. Hey, Georgianne.
What are you most proud of in your life?
I'm probably most proud of, again, it's kind of the theme, but family and raising. I have two kids, a son and a daughter. They've turned out great. They're in their mid-20s, and I think that you can do a lot of stuff. You can get a lot of stuff. You can, you can make your mark in the world. But I think, knowing that my wife and I did a pretty good job with our kids, and they've turned out, knock on wood, so far so good. That's kind of makes it, life special, knowing that you've kind of at least given the next generation a good background to kind of go out and let them, okay, do what you need to do, find what you can, makes you happy, but kind of at least not screwing life up for them in the beginning is a good thing.
Brian says his youngest is 26. My son is 30. God, I feel old. Yeah. What makes you passionate? What gets you motivated? Whether it be about metal detecting or anything in life.
I think being good at it, like if I
There you
decide
go.
to do something, whether that be work, metal detecting, is to kind of give it my all and enjoy it. Like if I don't enjoy it, I'm probably not going to be passionate about it. But getting out there, and if I'm gonna do something, I just want to really excel at it. So do as much as I can to just keep getting better and learning. Yeah, that's what kind of makes me tick, I guess.
I have learned through metal detecting and through YouTube, you're never too old to learn something. And, so that is true. Okay, you asked this, what do you think, what do you want our viewers to take away from the interview tonight? What do you want our viewers what impression of you do you want our viewers to leave with tonight?
Basically I'm a, pretty casual guy. Feel free to say hi in chats, drop some nice, some comments on my channel, be a friend, that kind of, I enjoy that. And I try and do that on other people's channels as well, comments, even if they're just a little, good job or whatever it is. I think it from at least the YouTube side, it gives, just some feel good, right, about what you do, and somebody appreciates it, and it doesn't have to be much, and that kind of keeps you going. I'd be happy to, if anyone's in the area and you're kind of in town or up towards New Jersey, want to get together, just drop a chat, or an email. It's always in my channel description, my email there. Happy to kind of meet new people, or at least meet up with people we've known. It's kind of a weird thing of, like, you feel so close to everyone in this channel, right, in this community.
Yeah.
You kind of feel them, especially over years, and most of the people we haven't really even seen in person. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, just that I'm a regular guy, and happy to go out and metal detect with anybody if you're interested.
Yeah, that it says in the chat, you said high five for 100 joules. Oh, yeah, that's something kind of like the super chats and stuff like that. It's like supposedly after you accumulate so much, it's supposed to be worth something, but I don't know, because for one, I don't use the paid version, so that'll probably never happen. I am all about doing things on a budget. So yeah, you hit the gift box below and all that stuff. So yeah. What has been your favorite find?
So my favorite find, it's actually pretty neat. It was about 3 months into detecting. So I started in January, and by like March, I was just exploring out in the woods in my backyard, and came upon a 1877 seated Liberty quarter with a Carson City mint mark. So that was like, it's like somebody was here in our yard way before we were, right? Way before a house
Yeah.
was built, way before, 150 years ago. So that was cool. And, it's not my most valuable find, in terms of like the gold rings or platinum rings, whatever, but it definitely is my favorite, A, because it was so early on in my detecting career, and B, it was like right in my backyard. So, I didn't find anything else much when I kind of went back, but now I got a little experience under my belt. The winter's coming, weeds are dying down. Definitely gonna get out there again and see if
Right.
something else is waiting. It is, right? There's stuff out there, so we just got to find it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's cool. Do you find that when you find, like I said, you like to beach hunt, and it's probably not as common to find something like that I would consider, not only is it a coin, but it's like a relic. It's
Right.
old, you know. Um, so I wouldn't see finding a lot of relic type items on a beach. Um, so and you like to do the beach and stuff, but do you also like when you find those relic pieces like that? Does it give you a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of wonder of what was here, who was here, and
Yeah, no, definitely, and that's something I definitely want to do a little bit more. So this winter, hopefully, I'll be able to get a chance to do that. I haven't really gotten permissions much, so maybe getting some permissions and researching, like you said, the history in New Jersey here is pretty cool. So have to definitely get out and do a little bit more of that in the next few months.
yeah. See, that's one of the things that I'm going to start working on for next year is learning to, well, I won't say learning to, or getting up the nerve to start doing some more of the door knocking, getting permissions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you were teasing about some of these questions, were tough. They were this, but it gives us an insight to who you are,
Yeah.
For one, it shows us you're a deep thinker, because you would always think about, I would hit you with the question, you're like, okay, now let me think. But you're also laughing, having fun, enjoying it. And you seem like a family oriented type of person.
Yeah.
And so that leads me to believe that you hold people, family, and friends close to your heart. And, so yeah, some of our questions seem weird, but they do tell a story.
Yeah.
Where do you see your channel in 5 years?
Where do I see my channel?
In 5 years.
I guess hopefully not all that different. I don't have like aspirations to to be a huge YouTuber. I mean, maybe once I retire, in terms of that whole monetization thing, that's something I'm thinking about now. 5 years from now, I guess it'll be just about retiring. So I think I want to still grow a little bit and kind of still haven't figured out what makes my channel watch worthy. I know people watch it, and there's some good things I put out, but I think fine-tuning a little bit and really appreciating some of the folks out there. You just want to watch them even if they don't really show anything good. You like their demeanor, you like the way they come across. So I think getting more comfortable with that over the next few years would be good.
Right. See, that's why I like doing these, because now we get to know more about Sam, not just Sam on the beach detecting, we get to know Sam, you know. And I honestly like the thoughts of people connecting with the person behind the channel. It forms like kind of like a bond, like a a loyalty, for lack of better words.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and Super Nick has your question.
Okay.
Why medical first, then detectorist?
All right, Nick. So it's kind of a play on words. The metal detectorist, right? So I'm an emergency physician, so I'm an ER doc. Just kind of thought it was an interesting play on words to be both a doc and a detectorist. So instead of the metal detectorist, I'll be the medical detectorist. Turns out it's I fumble that word. It's hard to say sometimes. You think, and a lot of people do. It's like medical. What are you? But that's where that came from.
Yeah. I'm glad he don't live around here.
Oh.
He would have retired 10 years ago off of me. As many times as I've ended up in the ER. And so,
Yeah.
Who is one channel or one person? Not saying that you prefer that person over the other, but you would want to hunt with, maybe to gain experience or just to hang out, or
Yeah, I mean, the politically correct answer is everyone on here is so cool, and that's what I really like about this community is, nobody really holds you to, let's say, what you do in life, what kind of work you did, what kind of, non-metal detecting stuff you're into. You can just be, a metal detectorist and be liked for that. And so I think it's, I don't know. I think I enjoy that aspect of being able to kind of be who I am, just as a metal detectorist, and not have to worry about the whole doctor thing, or all those questions, because that can get, nobody, I guess, wants to, you come to metal detect to get away sometimes from the rest of your what you do, to make it interesting. So yeah, but I don't know.
Right.
I like doing a little of everything. So Shane is saying pick me. All right, Shane. Shane is the one person. I guess I didn't answer the question right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane would definitely be an interesting choice. All right, Shane.
Yeah.
Let's detect together.
Yeah, I thought that too, but I'm thinking now I might have bit off more than I could chew.
Rubber blood, $5. Sam, pick me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said
No,
when I get down there,
I got to get somewhere
go ahead.
warm though, right? So Florida, where's like, you're doing it right. You're going down to visit people in Florida. That's cool, right? In the winter. That would be a fun trip.
Yeah, we got a big double wide down there on a nice big size lot. We have hookups for because some of our friends do the RV stuff. So we got hookups for them. We're hoping to eventually be able to afford to put in like a separate septic system, so that they would have like their own little dump station. But yeah, I mean, with my physical ailments and stuff, I do better in the sun. And,
Yeah.
and Rick never quite understood that until his doctor called him an order of what is that, vitamin E's?
What?
Vitamin E for the sun.
When?
Oh,
Or vitamin D.
Yep, there you
Vitamin
go.
D, yeah. When she sent your called in your prescriptions.
Oh.
He's like, "What's that for?" I said, "That means till you get off the couch, get outside more."
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Sun is
yeah.
good.
Uh, Shane says, "Oh, I'm a handful." Yeah, that's. But we're going. I say when I get down there, though, I'm just going to sit with Rob and Charlie and Shane, and I'm just going to sit back. And I have a feeling Papa Roush will be there too. Hopefully, I'm going to sit back with a camera and just watch them because I know they're going to do something stupid or the funny or probably funny and stupid at the same time, you know. And but I think it would be a good interview. Those guys, you know.
Yeah. No, you're
Too,
going
so.
to you're going to. That sounds like it's going to be an amazing trip.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping that we can all get together and hang out. So yeah, we are. Well, we've come up to our hour. Golly, it's gone by so fast. We're definitely gonna have to do this again.
Yeah, and you didn't make me cry, so that's good. So I'm okay now. I'm all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, okay. Uh, Denise has tried to make me cry all night long. All these super chats. She's so good to us. Yeah, Rob might have a Monardo moment. You better film it. Exactly, right? I found myself when I'm out in the yard working or doing something, I just set my camera up on a tripod because, I may come up with a Monardo moment. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the next viral video there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, like I said, our hour has flown by, and Bill's actually back online. He's got his computer back, so I don't want to go into his time very much. So if Danny D, my amazing mod, if you could get the link for Papa Roush and we can hook that up and everybody can go over to see Bill. It says, "Oh, Rick sheds enough tears for all of us."
Rick.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, guys, also at the top of the link, and I'm sorry I didn't mention this before, is the link to Sam. And I don't like to say go over and subscribe. Don't become a friend of the channel. Go over, show him some love. Watch a video, and let him know because I know for a fact I watch my numbers sometimes. And when Rick first started posting on his channel, he would watch his numbers. People are watching it, Angie. I'm like, yeah, I know, Rick. And it's encouraging to us as creators um, to see those, and just to see those little hearts in chats or whatever. So go over, check him out and show him some love for sure.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It's been great. Thanks so much for, having me on. A little chance to get to know you guys and get to know me a little bit as well. And looking forward to meeting up with you in the chats as we go along. And hopefully one day we'll kind of do a meetup. That would be great.
That would be awesome. That really would. And like I said, I am honored that you spend this time with us to let us, get to know you better. As a creator, sometimes it's hard being in front of the camera and, and stuff. So I appreciate everything that you do and sharing this with us. And I love watching you on the beaches because when I can't get to the beach, I can get to Sam's channel for sure.
Absolutely.
So I just encourage you to get out there, continue doing what you do, have fun, make it, because it makes it exciting and enjoyable for us as we watch. So I appreciate that very much. So.
And that's part of it. And thank you, everybody. If I didn't get to say hi to you in chat, I really appreciate all of you, stopping in as well. And and saying hi. Thanks so much. And thank you guys, Angie and Rick. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
So we will see everybody. If I'm traveling Tuesday, we will not do our members night, but we will probably have travel video with me and Josh. You never know what we're up to in the car. But of course, I can't do all the computer stuff if I'm traveling. But if we don't do it Tuesday night, we will make up for it coming up soon. Then, like I said, I'm starting to post on our community page our calendar of who we've got coming on and when, or what events we're going to be doing and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, if you want to be up here on our interviews with us, let us know. Send us an email. My email is always in the about section. We will vent your channel and check it out, because we are a tight community, and I will not just have anybody, come up here. I don't care how bad I need somebody to interview. If it's not a good fit with the channel and the community, I think it's a waste of time. I'm protective of my friends and family. So yeah. So anyway, guys, we love each and every one of you.
Yep.
And remember that, adventure awaits, guys. Get out there and make your memories. No matter what you leave behind on this earth, the one thing that you're guaranteed to leave is your memories. And we love you all, and we will see you all again on the streets of YouTube. Bye, guys. Bye.